Hi there folks, Michael Chenkus here, your local Lakewood Ranch real estate specialist. And today this video is going to cover the status of the Lakewood Ranch real estate market looking back 2 months at June and July of 2024. We're covering the Lakewood Ranch zip codes, which are 34211, 34202, and 34240. So let's check it out and see what the data shows us. So as you can see here, the total sales, the average sales price, and also the median sales price, I put them side by side with July and August to see kind of what's going on. The key takeaway for me here is that the August numbers all signify downward trends. You have total sales down 8.7% August of this year versus last year. You have the average sales price down 7.5% this year versus last. And then you have the median sales price, which is down 8.5% this year versus last. And depending on your perspective, if you're a buyer, these are all great things. It means stuff is becoming a little more affordable. As a seller, you're giving up a little of that equity that you could have capitalized on at the peak of the market maybe a year or two ago. All right, so now I'm gonna bring up the average days to contract and see how long are things taking to go to contract once they're listed for sale. In August, you can see here the price reduced homes, the houses that required price reductions from their original list price. The price reduced homes took 56% longer to sell. They went from 71 days to 111 days. That's a big increase. And anything that's covered in yellow on this chart means that time took longer. The house took longer to go to contract from the day that they put it on the market. But again, on the other side, the non-price reduced homes, which means the seller was aggressive and correctly priced the home from the beginning, they're doing pretty well. You can see it was barely an uptick of just a little over a day or two extra. Not much, negligible. It just reiterates the point that I've made in many of these videos in the past where price is everything, and as long as you are properly priced, you can expect to move within 3 to 4 weeks based on the data that we're showing here. Now let's bring up the absorption rate chart, which basically is a way to say, how's the supply meeting the demand? How is the demand meeting the supply of the houses? You take the total number of homes currently available for sale and or pending, so actively marketed and or pending under deposit homes, and divide by the total number of sales over a given period of time. If the number falls between 0 and 15%, that signifies a buyer's market. 15 to 20% would signify a neutral market, and then anything 20% or higher would signify a seller's market. Here's a huge point that I want to make about this chart. If you look at the entire chart, nowhere on here is there a number that's 20% or higher. And this chart goes back almost an entire year since I've been pulling this data and running the numbers. Nowhere at all is there a clear indicator of a seller's market. This is definitely leaned more towards balanced and neutral. And actually over the last 4 months, you can see 17, 16, 15, 14, we are edging down more towards a buyer's market. Starting in, let's say, May and June, you had 17%, 17%, 16, 15, 14. As that trends down, we're entering more and more of a buyer's market. And that is a broad stroke. We're talking about all 3 zip codes as a whole. You can get more hyper-focused on a particular neighborhood, and some neighborhoods are outperforming, some are underperforming, some are neutral. And it does take that level of specificity, that's quite a word, to figure out based on where you live, what neighborhoods you're looking for. But this here is a general overview. We're more towards balanced and or buyer's market in Lakewood Ranch currently as of September 2024. Okay, so let's make sense of this all. What's the summary of what I'm talking about in this video? If we hold a steady sales pace, which I predict we will, it seems to have held steady over the last months in this entire chart, we're probably going to see more inventory increase over the next 2 quarters and leading into the first quarter of 2025. And with the same sales pace, add more inventory and do the math for the absorption rate, I believe that rate is going to edge down towards, say, 10, 11, 12%. It's definitely going to edge more towards the buyer's favor as a whole. I could be wrong. That's my prediction. We're going to have to wait and see. The Federal Reserve is about to make an announcement about interest rates, so that might impact the market. Weather is a big impact. We don't know, but if we follow the data, follow the numbers, and go where they tell us, I think what I'm saying is probably where Lakewood Ranch's real estate market will land. A very healthy, balanced market where the best homes will sell, the best priced homes will sell, and buyers still, want to live here and move here because it's paradise. It's a great place to live. So I hope this information helped you. If you want a copy of any of these charts, let us know. You could just send us an email and I'll be happy to send them to you. And if you just want to talk about real estate, that's what we're here for. My wife Courtney and I are full-time real estate professionals, and we specialize in the greater Lakewood Ranch area, and we are here to help. So with that said, our contact information is below, our website is below. There's a million ways to reach out to us. We look forward to talking to you and helping you with your real estate goals.
Don't forget to come back for more video updates, and if you want to keep watching, click the More Videos button here for a playlist of all things Lakewood Ranch.